Good morning, everybody. Hello, YouTube viewers and replay viewers. I'm Heather here with Lil Explorers this morning, and sorry as usual for the bright sunlight. My curtains are green, so if I close them, then everything just looks green, which is worse, I think. So yeah, we'll deal with the bright sun. I do actually quite like it. So today's theme is sports. We're continuing on from our Wednesday nighttime tales, and actually I believe Miss Carolyn has been doing sports themes this week with her programs too, so we are being quite cohesive this week. It's pretty fun. We get to do all the sports things. So I'll just wait another moment to see to let people join us live here, and I'll get it set up here on my laptop, and there we go. And Pippin's around this morning, but I don't think she's very into the whole story time this morning, so that's okay. She's off wandering the house. So today's theme, as I said, is sports. We're gonna read a couple of hockey books, and they're backwards right now, but I'll fix that. We're going to read a couple hockey books, and the STEAM experiment, or it's sort of a game actually, does need some prep, and I haven't prepped or anything, so we won't actually get to play our game this morning because we have to wait for our hockey ice to freeze. So what we will get to do is get our ice sheet all ready and designed, and so we're gonna draw on our hockey rink lines. If you've got Lego at your house, you can build the hockey rink nets, and we're going to build our own handheld hockey sticks with popsicle sticks and some electrical tape. So that's the supplies that you'll need for the STEAM experiment or STEAM game at the end, and we'll talk a bit about ice and how an ice surface freezes in an arena. And we've got some live viewers, yay! Hello Ariel and Easton, good to see you here. So we're gonna get started, and I think we'll read Good Night Hockey Fans first. So let me flip this around. And there we go, that should be pretty good. And let's see. Alright, so we've got this book called Good Night Hockey Fans, written by Andrew Larson, illustrated by Jackie Lee. And my live view has frozen here. I hope that doesn't mean I'm frozen for everybody, but I'll just keep going. Cool hope. Good night, hockey fans. There's their quiet little town. Looks like evening. These people are heading home for the night. And we've got the young boy watching the TV, his dog, the cat, and his parents. What do you think he's watching? Could it be hockey? Good night, kiddo, the boy's mom says, tucking him in. Can't I stay up and watch the rest of the game? He asks. What if I can't fall asleep? Don't worry, said his dad, you will. So this boy looks like he's pretty into hockey. He's got a poster, his champs flag, a couple trophies, a little figurine. He likes his hockey. With a flick of the light switch, the boy's room turns quiet. So quiet, it seems to roar. The boy waits until the roar slowly fades, then listens. He listens to the whistling, wintry wind outside. He listens for the sounds of the game on the television in the other room. What if I can't fall asleep? He worries. That's how I feel. Snug beneath the covers, the boy reaches for his flashlight. He shines it at the posters of his favorite players. He shines it at the pennant of his favorite team. That's this flag. It's also called a pennant. He shines it at the moon, peeking through the curtains. He shines it at the puck on the shelf. "Good night, hockey puck," he whispers. Oh, he's got his first place puck from a game. He takes out his dad's old radio from under his pillow. With a gentle click, he turns it on and moves the dial slowly, slowly, station to station, past the music, past the talking, past the hush. And then he hears it. "Welcome back, hockey fans from coast to coast," says the familiar voice. "What a game we have tonight." The boy closes his eyes and settles in. He shifts. He listens to the voice on the radio. He drifts. The home team wins the face-off in their own end. They move the puck along the boards, stick handling around the defenseman. They pass it up the ice. There's a quick shot on the net. Oh, what a save by the goalie. The rebound goes in the corner as both teams scramble for the puck. Looks like this team is called the Hawks, and the yellow team is called the Champs. And from the cover, we know that he's cheering for the Champs, right? What is this? This is an amazing, hockey fans. A boy has skated onto the ice. It looks like he's going after the puck. Look at him, there he is. Oh my goodness, and the whole Hawks team is just shocked. He's got it, he's got the puck. He's picking up speed. He's whistling like the wind. He's flying. He winds up. He shoots. He scores. There's the Champs. The Champs have scored. And the boy got our goal. What a play. What a goal. What a game. The boy smiles in his sleep as the cheering crowd slowly fades into the quiet of his room. There, his teammates are all holding him up. Wow. The boy's parents look in on him. "Sweet dreams, Champ," they whisper from the doorway, and then they hear it. They hear the voice from the radio tucked under the sleeping boy's pillow. "Good night, hockey fans," says the voice. "Good night, hockey fans from coast to coast." And look, these dedicated hockey players are practicing out on the pond at night. Whew. Very cool. The end. I liked that one. That was a fun one. He got to join his team on the ice, even if it was just in his dream. Okay, our next book we're going to read is That's Not Hockey. And this is by Andre Poulin, art by Felix Girard. All right. Put you back up there. Get a sip of water here. While we're catching our breath from all that announcing I just did in the last book, maybe tell me what your favorite sports are. Let me know in the comments, or just think about it to yourself. What's your favorite sport to play, and what's your favorite sport to watch? For me, my favorite for both, I think, is hockey. I just started hockey this winter. Previously, all my life, I had played ringette, and so I made the switch to hockey, and I'm loving it. My team is really friendly and welcoming. I really love it. Shout out to them. And in the summer, I usually play slow pitch, so I love that as well. And my favorite sport to watch is also hockey. I cheer for the Calgary Flames. So think about what your favorite sport to watch is and your favorite sport to play is. Let me know. Okay, we're going to read our next book called That's Not Hockey by Andre Poulin, art by Felix Gerard. That's not hockey. Jacques loves hockey. He plays it every day, but Jacques doesn't have a hockey puck, so he uses a tennis ball. Hey, that's not hockey. But this 3-year-old won't be stopped. See, he's got a stick, like a tree branch for his hockey stick, and a tennis ball. And it looks like he's using this crate as the net, and he's got a little stuffed animal as his goalie. I think that's pretty creative and smart. Jacques doesn't have a goalie stick, so his dad makes him a stick out of a tree root. Hey, that's not hockey. Here's his tree root stick. But this 5-year-old won't be stopped. And look at that beautiful scenery. He's playing at either sunrise or sunset, isn't he? Because the sky is all beautiful yellow and orange. Jacques is thrilled by his first goalie pads. His dad made them out of potato sacks and wooden slats. Hey, that's not hockey. But this 7-year-old won't be stopped. Gotta have the protective equipment, right? So looks like he's got a real hockey stick now, and he's got some homemade pads, which I think is pretty creative because hockey equipment is very expensive. At 15, Jacques plays goal for a factory team in Shawinigan. He's very proud to earn 50 cents a game. At 21, his dream comes true. He's hired as a goalie for the Montreal Canadiens. Now that's hockey. Wow, I'd say dream come true, all right. So he's 15 playing for a professional team, and now he's 21 playing in the NHL. That's pretty awesome. Jacques Plante, I'm not sure how to say it. He is a real person, so sorry if I don't know his name. Jacques Plante is quick and agile. Hockey fans call him Jake the Snake, but he plays like no other goalie. He leaves the crease to stop pucks. He passes the puck to his defenseman behind the net. Hey, that's not hockey. But Jacques won't be stopped. He loves reinventing the game. So some goalies do that now still. They'll play the puck and go out of their net. But he was a groundbreaker. Jacques blocks thousands of pucks. He leads his team to victory, but his face suffers badly. Broken jawbone, broken right cheekbone, broken left cheekbone, broken nose 4 times, hairline fracture, more than 200 stitches in his face and head. Yikes, this is in the days before goalies had full protective equipment, isn't it? Because he just goes out there with no helmet, no mask. Jacques knows hockey goalies often get hurt. He knows a slap shot to his eye could end his career, but he never complains. He learns to live with the fear and the pain, until one day, enough injuries, enough pain, Jacques doesn't want another puck in the face. So next practice, he shows up wearing a face mask made of fiberglass, a goalie mask. Hey, that's not hockey. Here's one of the very first face masks ever. The team's coach, Toe Blake, is not happy. This mask is too heavy, too hot. You won't see the puck. You can't wear that thing in the game. So coach says no mask for him. Then, on a cold November night in 1959, hockey changes forever. Jacques is in net at Madison Square Garden, New York. A Rangers player winds up and blasts a hard shot. Bang! Jacques is hit square in the face. A gush runs from his nose to his mouth. The goalie is rushed to the dressing room. The doctor sews up the gash. Despite the pain, Jacques wants to finish the game on one condition. Everyone is very concerned. That's a pretty major injury. I'm not playing without my mask, says Jacques. Coach Blake is furious, but no goalie means no game. Jacques fits the mask over his swollen nose and mouth. He gets back on the ice. Looks like he got his way. That's pretty awesome. With his face covered, the other team is surprised and a bit scared. Hockey fans are outraged. The crowd boos the masked goalie. Hey, that's not hockey. But Jacques' Plant won't be stopped. The Canadians beat the Rangers 4-1. From then on, Jacques wears his mask at every game. Reporters, players, goaltenders, and crowds continue to tease and taunt him. Hey, that's not hockey. But Jacques won't be bullied. With the mask on, he feels more confident, more daring. Most of all, he feels safer. So these rude people in the crowd say, Halloween is over. You look like a monster. Only cowards hide behind a mask. But what do you guys think? I think he's pretty smart. And he's making an important change for everybody, every goalie who comes into hockey. A fan asks him, Are you scared to play without a mask? The goalie replies, If you jumped out of a plane without a parachute, would that make you brave? The Canadians keep on winning games. Jacques keeps wearing his mask. Little by little, hockey fans stop teasing him. At the end of the season, the Canadians win the Stanley Cup, and Jacques Plant has a new nickname, the Masked Marvel. He wore number 1, and he became number 1. Now that's hockey. There he is, lifting the Stanley Cup. Looks like his mask didn't really affect his playing at all, did it? Made him braver and a better goalie. Jacques Plant, an amazing goalie, helped the Montreal Canadiens win 6 Stanley Cups. He also won 7 Vezina trophies for best goaltender. He died in 1986. In 1995, the Canadiens honored their famous goalie by retiring his jersey number forever. Helmets and face masks are now standard equipment in hockey. It all started with Jacques' brave defiance. His guts and smarts changed the face of hockey forever. So there's what his first mask looked like, and there's our goalie helmet masks today. So that is pretty cool. He made a very important change to the game to help keep everybody safer, didn't he? Okay, we're going to do our steam experiment now. So I am going to set you down on my ice surface here for a moment. I'm just grabbing my markers that I need. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, here's some markers. So if I've done this before when we had a Olympic themed library event, and I think I used water-based markers, which putting water on top of them will make them bleed. It still worked okay. It still looked like the lines on the ice, but I'm going to use some permanent markers now. So these are Sharpies. I've got blue and red because those are the colors of the lines on the ice. And I'm actually just going to cut down my paper here because it's a little bit too big for my pan. So I'm just going to come over to my cutting machine. I'll be right back, I promise. And just trim a little bit off. How's that? Yep, that's a good size. All right, so we've got our paper in there, and I think I recall when I did this the first time, the paper wanted to float up to the surface, so I think I will actually just put some tape on it. And I should have thought of this before, but I do happen to have red tape that would work really good for the center line, so I'm actually going to go get my red tape. Oh no, I thought it was over here. Maybe it is in the craft room. Oh, there it is. It's on my desk. Okay, sorry for the bit of chaos today. So I'm going to, actually, I should get my tripod out, and let's set you down again here. Put the tripod up on the table here, and then we'll put you up here. There, that's better than me trying to carry you around. I know it's not there. Whoops. It's not the perfect view, but that'll work. Okay, so I've got my paper trimmed down to the size of my pan, my ice rink surface, and I'm going to put this piece of red tape starting from the edge, and then I'll go across the white paper, kind of taping the two sheets together. And if you don't have red tape, you can use Scotch tape or whatever you have. If you're going to use clear tape, just color your red line on first, because the marker won't stick on top of the red tape, or the clear tape. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. And then we're going to have the blue line, which is about here. There we go, and we'll do one on this side. There we go. And then normally we'd have like a goal line so that players can skate behind the net, right? But because our rink is so short, we're just going to make a crease. Right up against the end. And we'll do it on this side too. There we go. So I think that's all we need for our ice rink. Now, if you don't want to wait for the ice to freeze, if you don't want to wait for the ice to freeze, this is a great rink you can play on as well. And you can just use it like this, but it's kind of a fun little twist to add actual ice. And that way you can play with it outside on a hot day like today. It'll be really fun to play ice hockey outside in the summertime. So you can play with it like this, or you can put the ice on top and freeze it. Next we're going to make our hockey sticks. So I've got 3 sticks here, and we're going to cut the hockey sticks. Now you'll want to get your parents' help with this, and parents, be careful because it's difficult to cut these. You'll want a big pair of scissors, and we're going to cut 2 angled pieces like this. So the middle piece you don't need, it looks like that, and then these are going to be the 2 blades of the hockey sticks. So they're going to go like this. You could cut them straight across, but I like to have a bit of an angle to my hockey sticks. And then we're going to take our black electrical tape, or whatever tape you have. If you have hockey tape, hockey stick tape, that would work great too, which I think I actually do have some, but I don't know where it is. We'll take a little piece like this and start by wrapping our blade with the tape and just get it on there nice and tight. And it's going to be a little bit wrinkled because it has to go around that bend, but that's okay. You can add more tape to even it out if you want. And take another piece here to tape on the second guy. Oops, that one got a little messy. There, that's not too bad. So there's our hockey sticks. You can make them look a little prettier if you want. You can decorate them as well. So I'm going to write Calgary Flames on one of them in red. Like that. And I think I'll write the Oilers on one because that's my husband's favorite team, and the Oilers are rivals, so it's perfect. Edmonton Oilers. There we go. There's my two hockey sticks. You could write on both sides. You could decorate them however you like. And then for the puck, you can use a piece of Lego if you have one. I know Lego has those round pieces. That would be perfect. I don't have Lego at my house, so I'm going to use a piece of tin foil like we did for our basketball on Wednesday night, and just crumple it into a little puck shape like that. So there, we've got like a flat sort of puck shape for our puck. And then if you do have Lego at home, you can make little Lego nets for each end, and you could even freeze them into the ice if you want, or you can keep them on top of the ice as well. So now what we're going to do, I think I'll bring this to the kitchen to fill with water. So I'll take you with me. Here we go, to the kitchen. And first I'm going to make sure I have room in my freezer for this, because we want a nice flat spot. So let's see. That should work, I think. If I just set it there. Okay, I think that'll work. So I'm gonna fill this with water. Here's my sink. And we'll put some water in here. We're flooding the ice. We're just like a Zamboni, aren't we? And we'll keep the water as even as we can. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this to keep it level. And we want a good amount in there, like enough to keep the paper fully covered. And it looks like my tape is working quite well to keep the paper down. There we go. So there's our beautiful water surface. Now, I should have left the freezer open. I'm gonna try to move this to the freezer without spilling. Oh no, I definitely spilled quite a lot. I was just gonna say, if you know me, oops. If you know me, I am not the, I'm a little bit clumsy. So that, that didn't work out as I hoped, but it might be okay. Let's just get this in the freezer and then we'll see if we need to add more water because I spilled quite a bit. At least it's only water. Whoops. Okay, this is really hard, you guys. I wish you could see me. This is ridiculous. Okay, here you go. Oh no, now I spilled it in the freezer. I'm gonna try to stop talking. I need something to prop it up. Oop, there we go. Okay, I got it in the freezer. I spilled quite a lot of the water. So I think I'm going to take my watering can here and add some more water. We'll just fill my watering can up here. Rebecca says they laughed at me spilling the water. Of course you did. I mean, we can't have a perfect program, can we? That would just be silly. Oh goodness. Okay, maybe this is the way to go to start. Maybe you level off your ice rink in the freezer first and then fill it with water. Okay, but it's not level because that corner is really full. Oh boy, I thought I had fixed this with my ice cream sandwich. It needs to be a little higher here, doesn't it? Is that better? It's so hard to tell. And now see, this is what I mean with the water, like making the paper float up. So we want to try to press the paper down so that it is at the bottom. If it floats up, it's okay. It's just better if it's at the bottom. Okay, let's add some more. Here we go. Okay, it's still very high on that corner. Maybe I'll put an ice cube in there or something to help level it. This is a risk. Here's a risk. I'm sticking an ice cube in there. No, that's not gonna work. Oh boy. I can't tell how full it is. I guess it's pretty full. Okay, we're just gonna leave it. I think it's full enough. There's our ice rink going into the freezer. Now, we have to close it very carefully. And my water's already flying everywhere. I can see it. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't account for my ice maker. Okay, my surface needs to go this way. Oh dear. This is probably the most disastrous steam experiment I've done. Oh, now it's all spilling. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I just spilled the whole thing in the freezer. I don't know what to do, you guys. This is not good. When I did this at the library, the freezer was empty, so I could literally just set the whole pan in the freezer. But now I've made a mess. My ice cream sandwich fell out. I spilled water everywhere. Okay, let's call this a day. I'm gonna leave this here and come clean it up after. And we're gonna go back to our craft room and we're gonna say goodbye. Okay. Yeah, I'm dying laughing too, Rebecca. This is great. My experiments usually work at least somewhat well, and I've literally done this before, so I thought it would work. But it's just my lack of skills here. So I hope you're all entertained. If you're doing this, be more careful or more skilled than I am, or Yeah, clear out your freezer completely. I don't want to discourage anyone because this is super fun. I've done it before and the kids at the library loved it. So I hope that you still give it a try, and I'm gonna make it work. I just need to clear out my freezer a little better and figure out what I'm doing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I was going to talk about ice freezing because that's the science of this science experiment. So it's pretty cool how science or technology can keep a building cold enough to have it below 0 temperatures to keep the ice frozen. So they use all kinds of big refrigerator machines basically to make the whole building into a fridge to keep the ice cold, and it's focused mainly on the ice surface. So I think the refrigeration is under the ice as well, so that's really cool. And then the Zamboni I was going to talk about. So to Zamboni, which I think most of us know what a Zamboni is because it's really cool, but we don't all know how it works. The Zamboni puts out a little bit of water, a water stream, as it's driving along the ice surface, and then it's got these, it's like a brush, but like a rubber little lip thing that smooths the water out as it's driving as well to flood the ice. So it fills in all the cracks and crevices, and then it freezes almost instantly because the ice is already so cold. So that's how a Zamboni works, which is pretty cool. And pretty cool that we can have an entire building full of ice. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my program today. I hope you enjoyed my fail of an ice surface. As I said, I am going to go clean up and try it again because I really want to make it. I think my husband and I will have a lot of fun with it, and I know your kids will love it. So despite my failures, please give it a try anyways. Just learn from my failures. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.